Let's take you here now. The Minister of Human Settlements, Kubayi, is hosting the Executive Director of the UN Habitat, Maimunah Mohd Sharif, for an official visit to South Africa. The visit will include the launch of the Global Action Plan framework on informal settlements and slums. Now, let's get an update. We now go to our reporter, Jade Polser. Jade, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for your time. Talk to us about the significance of this visit, particularly as it speaks to human settlement and, of course, slums in certain parts of the country.
Well, a very good afternoon. I think it's very important. If you look at what happened in KwaZulu-Natal, especially in the eThekwini municipality during April when we had those severe floods, many have been displaced. We're still seeing a lot of families living in halls, moved to, community halls, being housed in different parts of eThekwini municipality. And it's really sad to see this taking place. But just looking at the overall situation of informal settlements across the eThekwini municipality and then looking at our transit camps, we really do have quite a high number in this particular province. And we do know that the director of the UN Habitat is crisscrossing today. She's in KwaZulu-Natal. She will be in the Western Cape, just looking at the country's informal settlements and what can be done. Today, we are crossing to you from Reservoir Hills, and just a few meters down the road to my right-hand side, there was a river, and many of the community members were washed away during the April floods. However, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. We are coming to you from a vacant land, a place that has been identified in this community. If Tulani Ngobo behind the lens can just show you that work is underway and they are excavating this land, and 47 members, community members, will be moved here once a property has been set up. Now, we were expecting this land to occupy TRU units, so it was going to be a temporary solution, but I am told by people on the ground that no, that is not the case. There will be a permanent solution for these community members, and a building is going to be erected, which is quite exciting. Now, I'm just going to be roping in the Ratepayers Association here in Reservoir Hills. Ish, talk to us. You told me off camera that, this was supposed to be a temporary solution, but now I'm told that there has been talks behind the scenes and this is going to be a permanent solution, and those 47 community members who were displaced will have housing very soon.
Yes, very true. We have fought and we have won. There are going to be permanent housing for our flooded families, and they are going to be living amongst us in a beautiful area, which as everybody knows, that Reservoir is an affluent area, and we wanted our people to live with us, and this is what's happening, and it's the first of its kind in an affluent suburb. And thanks to certain people, our councillor, our task team, the residents of Pemberton are thrilled because they never wanted TRUs, right? And so they're ecstatic that this is happening, and I'm ecstatic as well. This is the first of its kind that's happening in Reservoir Hills. I hope all other areas follow suit and get things done as we have got done in Reservoir Hills. We are here for our people, and there are no informal and formal people in Reservoir Hills. There are only residents of Reservoir Hills, and that's how we think and that's how we feel.
Now, those 47 families that are going to be moved to this area, I just want to make this a bit broader. Obviously, there are still community members who are living in the informal settlement that are close to that floodplain. Is this not going to cause some sort of animosity because there'll only be a certain number of people that will be moving into these units?
Well, basically what we have done is we're going to move the affected families first, and then discussion. If there's extra buildings available, there will be discussions done through the councillor, through human settlements, to see who we can move in, but not make it a problem where the fighting starts, burning starts, etc. We want to do it in a proper manner, and I'm also telling the residents, the informal residents, please be calm about this. We do not want fighting anymore. We want houses for you guys, and this is how it's supposed to be done. And we are the first that have started this, and I think the other suburbs should do the same, because there are enough public spaces in all areas that can be used for this initiative, and it must be done.
Now, we do know that there are several transit camps, and there are also several communities that have, informal settlements, and it seems to be growing, and it's becoming quite out of control here in eThekwini municipality. We're going to try and speak to the municipality once they arrive with those delegates. But just in terms of the Ratepayers Association, do you believe that this could possibly be the solution to assisting and enabling and just bridging that divide between suburban areas and communities that desperately need housing?
This is the perfect solution. This is the way to go to mix suburban housing and with the informal residents. I think, this is the first, but I think when people look at what we have done and what we have achieved, it will be achieved throughout eThekwini. And hopefully that eThekwini has the money to help us to get this initiative all over.
Before I let you go, Ish, if you can just talk to us about how this building will look. 47 families moving in, but how many will it be able to house once all of that, the titles and all the nitty-gritties are ironed out? Because I imagine that more families will be able to move into this particular building.
Well, originally it was supposed to be for 80 families, okay? But owing to the land, we just looked at the land, we just drawn on scale. But I think we should accommodate between 60 to 70 families. So once that is done, and this must be done in a very amicable way, where there must be no favors for anybody. It must be done on a scale where who came first will get the place after the flooded victims, and that's how it's supposed to be done.
Thank you. That was Ish Pralad, the chairperson of the Reservoir Hills Ratepayers Association, just talking to us about the oversight visit that will be done by Human Settlements Minister, as well as the director of the UN Habitat program. She will be doing an oversight visit on this particular land. This has been earmarked for those 47 flood victims who are displaced currently. I am told that they are staying at the Royal Hotel. The municipality as well as government has been housing them while this is currently taking place. We'll try and see if we can't speak to some of those community members and also gauge from them how are they feeling, and also bring you that live footage of the UN director as she makes her walkabout this afternoon. It's back to you in studio.
Jade, let's leave it there for now. Thank you so much for that update. Of course, we will be coming to you when the UN Habitat and, of course, the Human Settlement Minister, conduct their oversight and perhaps brief the media. Thank you so much. Let's leave it there for now. But let's continue here now.